First, the Fat Boys break up. Every day I wake up, somebody got a problem with Hove. It was bound to happen one day. But ladies and gentlemen, the bloodlines no more. They have been ripped asunder. They have been torn apart. And they have left us with nothing but
emotional damage.
So, without further ado, introducing myself, I am Nix. I am your tribal chief, your head of table of the TCW podcast. Let's go ahead and bring in our special guest and featured color commentary cohorts. Let's go ahead and bring in the one and only, the wise man, the melanated Mr. Fuji, my uncle, your uncle, Mr. Navy Montel.
You never cease to make me laugh when I say the melanated Mr. Fuji. I swear I get weak every time I hear that. What's going on, fam? How you doing, man?
Good, man. I'm good. So we're gonna call you the wise man from now on. How did you enjoy the show overall?
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild. The word to describe it is wild. I didn't catch it from beginning to end. I think I caught maybe 3/4 of the entire thing, but the whole vibe was kind of a WTF kind of vibe. To me, it was like,
yeah, definitely was that. I appreciated all the chaos though. I definitely did.
Yo, facts. Oh my gosh, you could tell they made sure this thing was memorable on every level you could think of. Even the bad spots, remember, was like, did you see? Yeah, man. I can't believe that bullshit. I need a drink.
Right. All right, we're gonna bring on another individual who is known for one thing and one thing only.
I choose violence.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest heel that I know, the one and only Heel Jones.
Cue my booze. I need booze. I'm a big time heel.
Got no booze for you, but I got this.
That ain't. What's happening, y'all? What's happening?
What's going on, fam? It's been a while since we've seen your presence.
I'm here. I'm in heel fashion. I'm all black. I'm here for some dirty, some hot takes, some lava hot takes. I'm not gonna like it. I choose violence. I want the smoke.
All right. Wouldn't have you any other way, brother. All right, y'all. We have special guests in the building, guys. This is the pod that I've been following for quite some time. I'll meet you here, brother, real quick. Just got some feedback going on.
You got some background noise coming up in that place. I hear birds pooping. What the hell?
Come about for me?
Yeah.
Man, I'm outside. I'm in the beautiful downtown Huntsville, Alabama.
Okay. Huntsville, Alabama to keep it down.
Yeah, beautifully loud Huntsville, Alabama. We won't be on the pod too.
I know, right? All right, guys. So let's bring in some more special guests we have here. Like I said, this is a pod I've been following for a while now. Dope content. This guy, this guy. He got the invite. Maybe one day I'll get the invite. Let's go ahead and bring on from Hot Take Wrestling, my man's Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Old man Logan.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Joe Freelon, aka the champ, aka I am the one tweeting. We have made it. We are here. Nix, bro, we got you, bro. Season for the start real soon, bro. We gotta have you on. We gotta have you, Navy, and Heel on. I am Joe Freelon again. I appreciate you guys for the invites. I gotta introduce my brother, old man Logan. Say what's up, man. Say what's up now. Can you hear us? I don't think he knows he's on right now. That's okay. I'm gonna speak for him. The conqueror, the legitimate Oos, the big fella. That's old man Logan, ladies and gentlemen. I'll let my brother know he's acting a fool right now on the live. Okay, appreciate the invite, fellas. Let's get down to this wrestling, man.
Yes, let's get right down to business and let's do what we do by this time, people. Let's go into the Royal Rumble Premium Live event.
Yo, Joe, tell Phil he on timeout. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, no. Oh no, I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna let him know. He probably right. He probably on here right now about checking messages like, oh my god, right.
I think he has like any clue that he's on right now.
Logan. One finger if you can hear us. 2 fingers if you can hear us. Logan.
Hey, bub.
Oos. You can't hear. You're on.
We can't hear you, bub.
Get out.
We need you to turn on the air. Come on.
Save yourself.
And the heel is on the move, Nick.
Hey, hold on. I'm walking to a quiet place. I got some smoke.
Okay. All right. He hopped on. He gonna fix his camera and stuff, and he gonna hop back on.
All right. Okay, bet. All right. In the meantime, let's go ahead and hop into it, y'all.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this contest set for one fall.
Okay, Royal Rumble. We kicked this thing off a rather unorthodox fashion. It started with the men's Royal Rumble. Very, very unorthodox. I didn't see them starting with this match. Of course, I always know Roman's going to go last, but I didn't see them starting with the men's Royal Rumble. Before the match even got started, surprises had already begun. We had Pat McAfee making his return, almost busting his whole ass, trying to jump around in a office chair. And the first 2 entries, we had the Intercontinental Champion Gunther and his fierce rival from Clash of the Castle, Sheamus. A pretty strong first 2 picks, I will say. Can you hear us now?
Yes, sir. My apologies for the technical difficulties, gentlemen.
No problem, man.
Ain't
no
wrong
problem.
with typical differentials. No, we got you. No, we completely
All right. How's everybody feeling?
We good, man.
We're good, man.
Thank you for coming, man. I appreciate you.
What's
All right,
good,
thank you for
Logan?
having us, man. I appreciate you.
Hey, they kind of played you a little bit, Logan. They had you looking like Wolverine when Scott and Jean Grey got back together.
Oh,
That's, hey, happens like that sometimes.
This coming from the nut who had to find a quiet place because downtown Ipswich was making all that damn noise.
Get out of my bush.
So Heel Jones is a D1 instigator. I got it. Okay.
Oh, facts.
All-star instigator.
Bro,
Okay.
you about to find out that shit firsthand.
5-star All-Star.
Oh,
All-star instigator. Got it.
Yes, indeed. All right. So not long after Sheamus scored his first elimination by Brogue kicking the Miz, we had a long match alliance between Drew McIntyre coming in at number 9. McIntyre got some payback on Karrion Kross at number 7 by eliminating him, although Kofi Kingston, known for his spectacular saves, took a nasty tumble as Gunther threw him out. Now, Kofi, maybe not physically, but that man was hurt. For the second year in a row, he botched his save. That nigga was hurt. He was...
You got one job, bro. You got one job. Royal Rumble, you got one job. Do some spectacular shit, entertain the crowd with your, miraculous save to get back to the ring. And for 2 years in a row, you've botched it.
I mean, Kofi's not a sprung chicken anymore, guys. I'm like, it's kind of like when CM Punk tried to do the lariat and it was just atrocious. These guys aren't sprung chickens anymore. That's just kind of why Undertaker doesn't do the old school over the top rope no more. And,
Right.
Some of that stuff you got to let it go.
Don't put CM Punk into this. He's not allowed on this podcast. Don't do
What?
that.
Hey.
How dare you? We don't like that guy. Get the guy out of here. Get that guy out.
You don't like that guy. I'm sure there was something that happened that'll be rectified.
I don't know. I think after a while, just like Jericho, you lose your titties, you kind of start losing other things too. So
In the words of Seth Rollins, the guy's a jerk.
First of all, you got to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
What?
Okay.
Bro.
What? Tell me, okay. No wrong with I love Kofi. I've loved Kofi ever since I saw him in OVW. People don't remember when he was Kofi Kingston in OVW doing the thing. Okay, that bull, that Kofi Kingston with that BS accent and whatnot. Oh my gosh!
Welcome to
now. Yeah, anyone notice if you look over time, you see how Jericho's body has changed. Him and Kofi had the same line. At points, they were like, you can see their pecs kind of all buffed out. Now they just look like you just see the nipplage, but that's about it. And it's like, where did your titties go, sir? Did y'all spouses get together and have a titty removal coalition? What happened to your shit?
And that's a deep dive on chesticles by Navy Montel.
There we go.
I got another deep dive about another legend that was in there that got eliminated from the middle rope and didn't return. But I'll let my man continue his job I'm sure it'll come up.
We definitely gonna get to it. Business picked up proverbially as Brock Lesnar came in at number 12, eliminating Santos Escobar, Angelo Dawkins, and Chad Gable very quickly. Lashley then came in the ring, making an impact of his own, attacking Lesnar, spearing Sheamus before eliminating the Beast and bringing up the WWE Universe to a fever pitch. The crowd was going nuts for this. I, for one, am waiting for the end of this rivalry because I don't know. A lot of people seem to think that Lesnar has a problem with black champions, and it's not his fault. It's just the way he's booked. But I, for one, am ready for this to go ahead and end because it's really not doing anything for either of them as far as title picture is concerned. Hold up, we got another Jones in the building, ladies and gentlemen. My bro from Blurred Over, one and only Static Jones,
baby.
What's good, y'all? The man who makes locks look approachable. Bravo to you, sir. Bravo.
Approachable. That's crazy.
Thank you.
What's up, man? Good to see you, dude.
You too. How y'all been?
Good, man.
Good, you?
Rocking with these cats out here from Hot Take who bringing in all the heat and all of the opinions and stuff. Let's go.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. So Lesnar, of course, infuriated, destroyed the announce table steps before F5 and Baron Corbin as he was coming through. I was definitely waiting for some bum ass Corbin remarks from Pat, but then we got moments later, the 2019 Royal Rumble winner Seth Rollins came through, immediately tossing Corbin in and then tossing him out before also eliminating Bobby Lashley. Rey Mysterio was supposed to enter at 17, but never came out. So technically, the Royal Rumble was still going on. But at number 18, we had Dominic holding his father's mask, perhaps to reveal what happened to his father. Dominic then received backup from Finn Balor at number 20, and they both threw out Johnny Gargano. Where's this shit going with Dominic and Rey? Like, at some point, Rey got to put hands in this nigga.
Thank you.
Going on too long.
Thank you. I'm getting fed up with this whole damn thing. Like, bro.
I think Rey got to put hands on him at some point.
Oh,
yeah, I think it's gonna culminate at WrestleMania. I don't know if this is gonna be like a retirement thing. I'm personally thinking it's gonna be a retirement thing for Rey. But yeah, father versus son match. Now could have for sure, but I think that's what they wanted it to lead up to. So I think we're finally gonna get ready to see that.
Okay. Hopefully we will get that.
I think it's gonna happen at WrestleMania. It'll be SummerSlam, bro, because it's gonna be a long journey. Bro, it's not because if it were culminated, like we didn't see what happened to Rey, so they didn't show what's gonna happen to Rey yet, obviously because they want to have it on Raw. So on Raw, it's gonna be a thing or whatever. Now, if it happens where it's gonna happen at WrestleMania, I don't know. It'll probably be like a triple. It would probably be like a 3-on-3. Like it'll probably be like Judgment Day versus Edge and Rey Mysterio and somebody else random. That's probably how it's going to end up being, like a 3-on-2 handicap match, because that's how they focused on. They made Edge look like a freaking destroyer yesterday. So
yeah,
I don't know how it's going to happen.
You got 63 days until WrestleMania, bro. That story can get easily told. We could get a third person to be in there. I don't know who I would go with now to make it kind of even, that would fit for that particular story. But I think that's where it's going, man. I don't really see it going to SummerSlam. Jesus. If you're sick of it now, you're really gonna be sick of it by the time it happened. If that happened at SummerSlam.
But I think it's because we don't care. Like no one really.
I agree.
I'll be honest with you. I don't care about the Dominic and Rey Mysterio story. Like at this point, it's gotta end. It should have ended freaking at Survivor Series and just been done with it. Nick should be done with it because at this point, Rey's gonna wrestle circles around Dominic. Dom's not seasoned yet. He's just now developing into his character. They should have made Rey take a long ass layoff, let Dominic dominate for a little bit, then bring Rey back and have like a whole combination of it. I don't like the way they're doing the story personally. That's just me personally.
I don't like the whole fact that they're trying to make Dominic and Rhea Ripley the new Eddie in China.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's kind of recycled to me. And they trying to push out he's so hardcore thug and he went to prison. Come on, bruh.
And on top of that, they really want to push Rhea into getting one of the men titles. Like, what's the point of doing that when the guys can't even hit back?
Right.
That's true. That's true.
I don't promote violence, but my thing is, if you get in the middle of a fight with a dude, just because you're a woman and you want to prove yourself, that backlash is horrible. So just be prepared for it. I'm sorry.
And let's be honest too, Rhea ain't just no regular woman. Like she got some wide ass shoulders, bro. Like you got to man up on her. Don't try to slap box with her. Like, oh, I'm not going to hit you. You better hit you. She gonna knock your ass out. Big ass piece she wear. Me is 12.
I ain't gonna lie. I probably was the only one that was hoping Solo would just give her the spike when she got up in his face.
We need the Dudleys back just to put her in the 3D. take her off the apron.
If that was Attitude Era or Ruthless Aggression Era, she totally would have got the spike.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
absolutely.
She's wrestled in Indies too. Like she wrestled guys in Indies too.
Oh yeah.
What makes Rhea like capable like when Bubba Ray Dudley or Bully Ray, whatever you want to call him now, he made a valid point. Why not make her the Intercontinental Champion with the way you did with China? Like she could actually wrestle. No offense, China. Oh, no offense, China. No offense,
oh no! Don't bring it back. Roll with that. She's better in ring. I totally agree.
Yeah. So like her impact on the Judgment Day, she makes them relevant. Like she makes them into something. Like I love Finn, and I like Punishment Martinez. I'm not calling him by his.
Thank you. Someone else is calling him Punishment Martinez as well. Thank you.
He's not. His name is whatever they named him. It's a stupid ass name. His name is Punishment Martinez. I'm not changing it back to nothing else. Just like Gunther's name is Volter. I don't care what anybody says. Volter. I don't care what nobody says. If you say Gunther, I'll punch you in the throat. It's weird. Don't say it.
And I'm not calling Butch. I'm not calling Pete Dunne Butch.
Right. That's weird. What are you doing? No.
Hey, what's your name? Butch. Which mama call you?
If a man wants to change his name to Gunther, God damn it, it's a free country. He should be able to do
other man. His mama called him Walter.
You gotta love Vince, man. Vincent Kennedy special right there. Look, and in terms of Punishment Martinez, be thankful that Vince hasn't been a part of, creative and hasn't moved. I had a hot take months ago where I said they were going to move him to SmackDown and he was going to be part of the bloodline. They was going to call him Priest because they just, when he came up, they were in the midst of just dropping everybody's like first name. They dropped, what's my name? That was with RK Bro. They dropped his name.
Matt
Riddle. Austin Theory.
It's Riddle.
You know what I mean? Then they just started.
Yeah, that is a riddle. Why do you change their damn name? Okay, if people know them, it was next. Keith Lee has just been Keith. Keff.
What I don't like about the whole name changes they do, it's really an insult to all of us. Like we don't know who the fuck they are. Like
exactly
right.
Like we just forgot.
Tuning in to NXT. Like we know exactly where they're coming from. Like
that's why I'm so glad they didn't change AJ Styles' name when he first showed up. I was like,
man, what? I've been pissed. But the Undertaker was a name change, so I guess he felt like if it worked, 40 years ago, it would work today.
Yeah, he's still out of touch now.
Nah.
So they dropped the and just Undertaker?
No, when he was like in WCW, he was like Mean Mark.
Mean Mark Calloway.
Yeah.
There we go.
But nobody really knew. Yeah, but no, back then nobody really knew who he was, and plus we didn't have the internet back then.
Yeah, I give you that. But Vader was Vader though. When Vader came, he swapped back and forth. He was just Vader.
And plus, when you look at the breakdown of how Mark breaks down that character and what he does, it really gives him a chance to conserve himself through the match. Like the Undertaker had Mark been operating at the pace that he could go, which was fast as hell, he probably wouldn't have had the long career that he did. You know, that slow moving and shit that he did really allowed him to conserve himself for these long drawn out matches and even this long drawn career he's had, because Mark could go like damn near almost at a cruiserweight pace.
Yep.
But anyway, we're gonna move on. Number 21, we had Booker T shocking the world, I guess, entering his 9th Royal Rumble, delivering the bookends before a massive spin-a-rooney, and he was eliminated by Walter.
He was not.
through the middle rope. That's what I was referring to. I was waiting on you to get to that. Hilarious.
Yeah.
I will say Booker T looked great, man.
Yeah. He was looking pretty good. Looking not as spry as he used to, but I was like, okay, those kicks don't get as high as they used to get, but he was still doing his thing.
Right.
That man is 57. The fact that he can move that high is amazing. You give him
exactly.
But he still wrestles. He wrestles for his school down there in Texas. So I thought he would have been able to, still be a kind of little agile. But like you said, you notice the leg ain't getting as high as it used to. So it's kind of like
So technically, we had 3 people that didn't get eliminated. So that's Ray, Booker T, and hell, technically Kofi. He only landed on 1 foot. I mean, he was hurt, but
Michael Cole tried to shoot some bail. He really tried. He was like, "Oh, 1 foot's on, only 1 foot." I'm like, Michael.
No, dude, we saw it. We saw
it. That just means his angle was shit. That's all.
That's
that was.
2 years in a row. Kofi is out of luck in 2 years in a row.
Hey, his ankle is screwed up. It's like because the chair took the imprint of it, but he after like falling on it, he had to release 1 foot and 1 foot hit, and after he just fell, he's like this other foot going down. I'm like,
yeah,
I can't do it. He's messed up.
So with Punisher Martinez, entering at number 22, the Judgment Day is at full force.
Joseph,
and eliminated Montez Ford. Their momentum stopped when Edge came in number 24, making his return, disposing of Balor and Martinez. But the Judgment Day got their last laugh when Martinez and Balor helped Dominic eliminate the Rated R Superstar. Edge continued his assault on the Judgment Day until Rhea Ripley blindsided Edge with a clothesline, but then Beth Phoenix returned to obliterate the Nightmare with a massive spear of her own. The ring soon filled with giants when Omos and Braun Strowman battled each other until Strowman eliminated that Nigerian giant. So I was hoping we would get Big E coming in there to get his wish of just big men slapping man meat.
Oh, pause.
Giants in there. But of course we didn't get that.
I wish Lou and KD were in here.
My God.
I wish they were in
slapping
here.
man meat. Keep your 5-star classics.
I was hoping for a Big E appearance last night too, man. I really was.
You and me both.
Okay, so quick pause for a second. Who did you think was going to show up last night for the men's Rumble but didn't? I got one name in particular, and I was hoping Randy Orton would come back. I was hoping we would get Randy Orton, but it didn't happen.
I was hoping for Big E, honestly.
Randy and Big E were 2 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, those 2.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with everybody else. It was only those 2. I'm at the point where I don't care what legend comes back because it's not the same. Like I love Booker T. Like I don't care about that. But like as long as it was Rock.
A part of me was hoping to hear, we all want to go big, so say that.
Right.
Big E thing. I knew it wasn't going to happen, but part of me was hoping to see Big E come out.
Yeah. I think those are the 2 biggest things we thought we were going to see, but of course we didn't get that.
I was very upset about the whole. I'll wait till you get to it.
Okay. Okay, so they tried to save each other throughout the night. McIntyre and Sheamus were eventually eliminated by Walter. Rounding out the field were a pair of superstars returning from injury, Logan Paul, and then appearing in his first Royal Rumble match, which is a lie. Cody Rhodes came in at number 30, who most recently defeated Seth Rollins in a Hell in a Cell match. Rhodes made a good return, tossing out Dominic and Strowman. In the craziest spot of the entire match, Logan Paul and Ricochet stood on the apron and trash talked each other from across the ring before launching themselves from the opposite top ropes and crashing to each other in full force in mid-air. Now, I already talked to Slim Jones.
My God.
He already said this shit was mid. I'm like, bro, stop the cap. You know that shit was dope.
How is it dope? Two people just colliding in the air, like there's no advantage to it. That's like a double botch instead of a bump.
When I call, to me, this is just me.
Botch.
This is just me. I can't speak to somebody else. When I say some shit is dope, I look at, first of all, the ability of it, and then I compare it to my lack of ability to be able to do it.
That doesn't make it dope.
That makes it dope to me.
So you mean tell me if you watching Jackass and they take some grocery cart and go off a damn second floor, that's dope because you can't or wouldn't do it.
I can do that, but I'm not gonna do that. Now, what them two niggas did, I can't do that at all. First of all, I wouldn't have got to the top rope. That's one. Maybe middle rope, but that's not top rope. But that spot was dope. I'm sorry.
I tried to give him credit, but I got to agree with Slim on this one because I have a biased hatred towards Logan Paul.
Man, I hate him as a human, but I love him as a wrestler.
Wow.
Like he what he recently done, I cannot forgive him, man. Like he recently just went on his podcast and just straight up disrespecting his friend's religion. Like I can't get behind that. Like, when you disrespected other people's beliefs or lack thereof, that's out of bounds, man.
He's a shitty human.
He's a terrible human. He's a terrible person. He's a terrible human, but as a wrestler, oh my God, he's picking it up faster than anybody else. Terrible human, terrible person. Would not share myself in person. We'll watch him on the WWE Network though to watch wrestling.
I don't care if he's a great wrestler. I don't care if he's a fantastic wrestler. I don't care if he'll ever be a Hall of Famer. Get off my fucking TV, you broomstick.
Oh, come on now. Let's we've cheered on a lot of shitty humans in the wrestling fandom before.
Indeed.
Yeah, I know, but this nincompoop ruined Pokemon for a lot of people, and now we get the shittiest human beings coming and trying to buy it because Logan Paul says this card's worth about $1,000. So I'm gonna buy all these here Pokemans right from
$1 million.
Oh, right. See what he said. You know, the $1 million. Yeah, I'm overdue to make my truck payment. Let's go.
Let me tell you, I dislike Logan Paul so much. I would forgive Hulk Hogan before I give Logan Paul.
That's a stretch.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
That's a stretch.
That's wait a minute. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Terry Bollea can die on a bunch of HIV deals. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
So outside of wrestling, wait, Freelon, what do y'all think about that bump? That we ain't gonna say a bump, the double botch.
Okay, so
I didn't think it was my opinion. For me. Go ahead, Joe. Okay, my opinion is because of what I like the high flyers and I like Ricochet or whatever, and I like the way it is. That's the closest thing to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon that we're gonna get in wrestling. That's the closest thing. Two people meeting in the air.
Bro.
Yeah.
They didn't stay in the air, but they're in the air. Like they're up there. To me, it's awesome. Look, it's like Dragon Ball Z now. Live action is awesome. I liked it. I don't like Logan Paul. Now he went Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon with his. Me personally, it made me think of Neo and what's his name, Agent Smith. Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Which is one
that for me. And I had Ricochet as my dark horse winner last night, so I was just happy he got a little spot. He got a highlight spot. Granted, it is what it is. It's men slapping meat in the air, but Pause, but I thought it was a good spot.
I don't know. I mean, hell, Shane McMahon went coast to coast. I mean, it's not. Come on, I mean, it's a double springboard. Somebody should have got the advantage. I don't care who it was. Somebody should have got like, you know what I mean, a clothesline or a drop kick. Or
Hell no, Cody, nah, fam, nah.
Hard
Nah.
pass. Hard pass.
That pass is so hard. I wouldn't even throw the damn football. I would just leave the stadium. Let's go. I'm
But I will say this.
I probably forgive. Go ahead.
There were two performers that did something like this many years ago. They already topped this. It was Low Key and Amazing Red. They did like this fighting sequence in the middle of a Ring of Honor match. That was so cool. And it was just like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Like these two were like they did some pretty gnarly fighting moves that you usually see in martial arts movies, and the crowd just went crazy.
Mm-hmm. Crouching Puppy, Hidden Guppy. That's right.
I mess with it. I mean, I like the spot. I thought it was a decent spot. One, you keep Ricochet's name relevant because WWE doesn't know what to do with him. Two,
not at all. Not at all.
Logan Paul has a bunch of heat on him. You keep his name relevant so you can still sell tickets to people that hate Logan Paul. Because if you hate someone, what do you want to happen? You want to get his face kicked.
Mm-hmm.
His ass whooped. So.
And with who he eliminated, this is going to be a highlight for him for WrestleMania. But I think it'll lead to a good match. I'll let you get to it. I don't know if you said who Logan eliminated yet, but
not yet. Not yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. With the match winding down, Rhodes, Paul, Walter, and Rollins. The ring general broke Rey Mysterio's record for the longest time spent in a traditional Royal Rumble match, lasting more than 70 minutes. So good job there. Rhodes and Rollins were trading blows. Paul snuck back in to eliminate Rollins. Rhodes, however, ended Paul's night by getting rid of the brash superstar. With the last two competitors having entered number 1 and 30 respectively, Walter and Rhodes battled for the ultimate glory for almost 10 minutes. The cringiest chops ever were traded.
My God.
Man.
Shit. And Gunther hit the ropes, hitting him back with a kick below the belt. Gunther fought back with a massive drop kick, which he should never ever be doing. That man's too tall to be doing drop kicks, and a huge power bomb. After an earth-shattering crossroads, Rhodes realized his dream by clotheslining Walter over the top rope to win his first Royal Rumble match, much to the delight of the WWE Universe. You even saw Cody whispering to himself, "Dad, I did it."
Okay, real quick. Two things I gotta say. I'm sorry. Let's keep it real. The Cody Rhodes promo to have him come back they shouldn't have done that. They should just let him be a surprise fucking entrance because there was no shock value for the fucking Rumble. Two, I hate how Gunther lets you know that he's about to go over the rope instead of just like leaning back to get clothesline. He turns to the side. That shit irritates me. And
I thought it was just me.
I know he's going over the rope because he's preparing for it. And let's talk about Walter looking like a damn default character when you fucking on any creative player game ever. Default shoe, default skin, default chin. Like, come on, this guy.
Fair, even Walter did not realize how quickly he lost all that weight.
Yeah, he did drop a lot of pounds.
He shed a lot of weight.
Not gonna lie, he does not look right with all that weight off.
He looked like a giant Doofenshmirtz.
Oh, what?
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. Face ass boy.
Oh my gosh, I cannot with this man.
Sure, I'm trying
to
figure out what
Brock sold a little bit for him, though. You know.
Nah. Nah.
Right,
I can't let you have that, nephew. I can't let you have that, nephew. I appreciate you, but nah.
All right, y'all. So that was the men's Royal Rumble match. Moving on to our first singles match of the night, which could have been on Raw. Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight in the Mountain Dew pit.
Feel the glow.
Like I said, we paid to have their name featured all over this match. Shout out to Mountain Dew and Pepsi. Pitch black match was bizarre, and the arena darkened. LA Knight and Wyatt took at each other. The ringside lit up, the glow in the dark lights. Knight quickly brought the fight to Wyatt, jumping into adversity and crashing through the announce table, which was nice. That was qualification. Wyatt took out a toolbox while Knight was trying to incapacitate Wyatt with a kendo stick. The weapon assault was to no avail as Wyatt connected with Sister Abigail to win his return match. After the match, Wyatt quickly put on a mask and stalked LA Knight as he attempted to continue to hit him with the kendo stick, which was having no effect, only for Wyatt to put him down with the mandible claw on a prop stage. Uncle Howdy then appeared above, making a jaw-dropping jump off a scaffold, completely missing LA Knight before being engulfed in fire surrounding the area with the Firefox Funhouse characters above. End match.
Womp womp.
I call this match the Rob Zombie match because everything in that match looked like a Rob Zombie music video. Because, like, think about it. Like, look at all of Rob Zombie's music videos. It's neon lights everywhere. He got a long beard, long hair, just holding the camera with the makeup on. It's a Rob Zombie match.
Somebody growling at somebody. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Some weird.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I thought it was a field. I kind of was upset because I felt like y'all put all this damn UV in the air. Y'all could have did this for Naomi before she left. You could have had a Field of Glow match brought to you by fucking, I don't know, Sour Patch Kids.
That would have made too much. That would have made too much sense.
It still would have been whack either way. It'd have been whack either way.
What? You all right, Joe?
Yo, you just broke Joe, bro. Come on, man.
It wouldn't have been whack either way.
A Field of Glow match sponsored by Logan or some shit like that. Just loud colors and shit. It's fucked up. All right, I apologize.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The makeup was nice though. Like Bray Wyatt looked like a beast with the neon makeup on it. It was pretty dope. It's just the match was lacking.
I get you that. I'm upset that the fact that I don't know who Bray Wyatt is right now. Is he the Undertaker? You know, he doesn't wear a mask. Is he fucking Mankind? You know, he's doing the mask and the mandible claw. Is he fucking the boogeyman with all this face paint? Who is this nigga?
He's Bray Wyatt.
He is not. Wyatt Picks.
Okay. I think what people want him is to be a certain type of individual, and it's not like he's not going to take the torch from the Undertaker and do what the Undertaker does. Like that doesn't make sense. One, the moveset isn't the same. The way they approach ring psychology is similar, but it's not the same. Like it's just not the same. Bray Wyatt's going to be Bray Wyatt. He's not going to give you a 5-star match. Let's just get that out there right now. He's not going to out wrestle anyone.
Facts.
Are you going to be entertained by what he does? Yes. If you give him time to cook, to build a story, to be able to create something, yes. Undertaker can give you a 5-star match wrestling a fucking broom in his prime. He's had 5-star matches with guys not his size and his size at the same time. So he's done it both. Bray Wyatt's not that. 3.5 stars wrestling at best, maybe 4.
Well, he'll bring out some bangers because him and Daniel Bryan had a 5-star match at the Royal Rumble years ago.
Daniel Bryan carried.
I was like, who carried that match?
Daniel Bryan. Like Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson can wrestle a doll and get a 3 or 4-star match, maybe even 5 if it's like his side. Like he's that guy. But like LA Knight, okay, LA Knight, Impact.
You mean Eli Drake?
Yeah, but this guy, they're gonna use him. Yeah, they're gonna use him. Quick hot take: I think that was Grayson Waller that did that elbow drop because it looks very similar from NXT. That looks like
Grayson Waller doing that. Wow, I didn't even think of that.
I'm still.
That's a good point.
I'm still sticking with the fact that it's probably Bo Dallas.
Because all you gotta do is Bo leave, face ass.
No, he's Uncle Howdy. Bo Dallas is probably Uncle Howdy.
Yeah.
But I think the other guy might have did the spot, but Bo Dallas was Uncle Howdy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't. I mean, it's
your thoughts on the match?
I saw a lot of potential there. The problem is it felt too gimmicky, and you get tired of gimmicks after a while. Pitch black match, like, okay, that's great. Okay, but my question was always going to be, what's it going to be all about? When I saw it, I was like, you gave kids face paint, put them under a black light, and said, "Let's go." That's what you did. You took a bunch of kids from Romper Room, just dropped paint on them, and put them under a black light, and said, "All right, you little bitches, fight. Go ahead. Here, use everything in the room. Go ahead. Even use your ugly teacher, look like a broom. Go ahead and use her. All right." Pin 1, 2, 3. Good job. Okay, we got Skittles and we got Cheez-Its in the back just for you. Go for it. Okay. You can't take none home, but you can eat as much as you like when you get back there and catering.
Honestly, the match itself, that's something I would have liked to see from ECW if it stuck around.
I'm sorry. You get tired of gimmick matches that don't make sense. I get tired of seeing these types of matches that don't make sense. There's so many other ways it could have been constructed. Eli Drake is one of the best talkers in the business.
Yeah.
Yeah, dummy. Yeah. And I was hoping when he came, I said, okay, we got Eli Drake, LA Knight. Bitch, that's not his name. Who was you?
Like he's like a step away from sounding like James Hetfield from Metallica.
I felt like Michael Hayes would come out and go, "What the hell you say?" This was sub-mid as far as I'm concerned. We took two wasted talent and put on a gimmick match. They were sacrificial lambs.
Yeah.
This is the worst gimmick match, I think, since they had the WCW 3. Russo had that damn triple cage tower thing. What was it called?
Tower of Doom.
The Tower of Doom. This is the worst gimmick since then to me.
No. If we talking the worst gimmick match ever, it's got to be Judy Bagwell on the pole. I'm sorry.
No. The Punjabi prison.
What?
The Punjabi prison was pretty bad.
Punjabi prison was better than that shit.
It's pretty bad. Judy Bagwell on a pole is cringy, but Punjabi is just.
Well, since then,
I guess.
Cody says, "Am I the only person that doesn't understand that Uncle Howdy character? I am still interested, but I just don't get it." I mean,
whose uncle is he? Is he Bray's uncle or is he Sister Abigail's uncle? Like, whose uncle is he? Is he Navy Montel? Uncle Howdy's Navy Montel.
Huh?
Is this leading to a faction? Because we see other characters in the background, like just hovering over Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt. So is this supposed to be like a new dark faction?
Who knows?
I've been watching. Not to go into like a whole TikTok rant. I've been watching like a bunch of TikTokers like from like just from Wrestle Talk or whatever. There's some decent stories. Like there's one that has it where like Sister Abigail is gone and like the actual like sibling is Uncle Howdy, and Uncle Howdy had all these siblings or whatever, and they all encompass the personality. Essentially, we all know that Alexa Bliss is going to change into something. We know Bo Dallas is involved. They're talking about Grayson Waller being involved with it, and then somewhere out of nowhere, somebody said that's going to convert LA Knight into something vastly different. So it's going to be like all his personalities mixed with different things that he's used throughout his career. So I don't even know if it's going to be a faction. It's just going to be a
thing. Is it a thing about the Wyatt Six or whatever? That's going to be the Wyatt Six.
Yeah, or the Wyndham Six, the Wyatt Six. One of them. It's something like that. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they brought Eric Rowan back for some reason, just to bring him back. Like that would probably just be a reason to bring him back. I don't even know what they would do though. Like they'd have to figure that out on their own. I don't know.
That makes sense because he is a free agent. Like he just shows up every once in a while on AEW Dynamite, but he's not really officially with them.
Mm-hmm.
So that wouldn't make sense to bring Eric Rowan back.
Yeah,
I say Loomis. Do Loomis.
Extra Loomis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see Loomis being a part of that.
I think it should be Liv, Dexter Loomis, Lexa Bliss, and just two more.
They're gonna pluck two NXT talents, so they're probably gonna take. I don't foresee them taking.
Probably Gigi.
Probably. But they won't take Gacy. They like Gacy's character. They like what he's doing, so they're gonna keep Gacy the way he is. Probably.
You said Gigi Darling?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I can see Gigi.
Not until Gigi gets her CDL though. Because she needs a CDL to drag all that shit. She got damn.
Can I get to the yams?
She need a CDL for that.
Yeah.
She was our girl. She was our WCW like twice now. Sweet Lord.
All right. Speaking of yams, let's move on. Bianca Belair.
Yes.
For this Raw Women's Championship. We're gonna speed through this. Bliss started out strong, using Bianca's hair against her, keeping Bianca down. Bianca showcased her agility by hitting Bliss with a moonsault before attempting the KOD. Bliss evaded the deadly maneuver, but was connected with a DDT. Bliss stayed aggressive until she was leveled by a massive KOD. As Belair kept her reign intact after the match, Uncle Howdy mocked Bliss from the Titantron, asking, "Do you feel in charge?" End match.
Yep.
You could have sneezed and missed this match, but to no avail. It was on. Now, see, to me, I said this even in the predictions stream I did. If Bianca wins clean, which she did, then what was all this build up for Bliss?
Ancient Chinese secret.
The build up was for nothing. Now, had Alexa won, she couldn't have won clean. No way.
Oh, there would have been a condition behind that win, but
Yeah, because there's no way you see someone like Alexa Bliss beating up someone as strong as a Bianca clean.
Right.
No way.
Not without some time.
Yeah.
And she just came out of a strong women's competition, so there's no way little bitty Alexa's beating Bianca clean.
Not at all.
This has been one of the biggest problems with them booking women's matches, because they don't have anybody who intrinsically wants to create good storylines for these women. They become placeholders, unfortunately. No, thanks in no small part to Vince McMahon with his misogynistic mindset. It's for real. They all look like they dress similar, same outfit style, almost the same damn color scheme. I'm sitting there going, really? And y'all wonder why Sasha left. You wonder why Naomi left, because it's still the same cut and paste BS. These women they're not allowed to break out and be themselves. Oh, heaven forbid, we don't want you to have your own personality. We don't want you to come up with your own storyline. Be creative. Sorry, that's not on the table. We want you to take what we write as non-wrestling fan writers and make it look like this is something that you come up with. Man, see, this is the reason why I love AEW, MLW. At least they give it a damn shot.
Speaking of giving it a shot, let's bring on Heel Jones's greatest rival, straight from the BlerdSpot podcast. My guy.
My greatest rival. My greatest rival. My greatest rival.
He gonna flex the belt. I knew it.
For the sky, boy.
He got to shoot. You myself, I'm gonna get real. Hold on.
Oh, what?
What's good, fellas? What's going on? What's up, man? How y'all doing?
Good. How you feeling, my guy?
Good.
What's up, nephew?
What's up, Aunt? What up, Slim? What up, Static?
What's going on, man? I don't like this greatest rival thing. I personally requested for June to be on this episode.
He got me a six-pack of beer and everything. I want you on the show, but all right, cool. I pull up, brother.
He's just like, I wanted him here. How dare you?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, the last time June was here, we got a tirade of how people are looking at you. And I just figured that he'd be your greatest rival.
So I went back and looked at it the other day. I'm like, bro, why y'all let me do this, bro?
we had Tanjiro looking at you. We had damn near everybody.
But just because they was looking at me, because they understand that what y'all was saying was cap. y'all like the unofficial member of Wu-Tang. That was some Capadonna y'all was saying. And we're not gonna go into that because we're talking about the Rumble, but you know, we're gonna get into it later. I got some backup here. I got some hot take backup of it.
So where y'all? What,
Hold on, time out. You didn't involve us in a fight. We didn't even know what we fighting for. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. What happened?
The slogan is "We want the smoke." What you mean?
Well, I want the smoke, but I got asthma too. Hold on now.
There's been sent into the faction already.
I got kids.
The territory, man.
Right? I got like 7 my whole life. I can't just jump into another one.
my man said,
Oh my gosh, you kill me with that with the asthma. You kill me with that, fam, dude.
So where we leave off? Why come in at? What y'all talking about? What match?
We about to jump into the women's Royal Rumble. Before we do though, I want to talk to our guests real quick. From Hot Take Wrestling, fellas. First of all, appreciate y'all for joining us. Before we move on here, if y'all want to take a few seconds here, just tell us about y'all, what y'all podcast is about, how long you guys have been going, and what are your favorite wrestlers, favorite matches, and so on and so forth.
All right, Joe, you want to start? Or you want me to start?
You go first on there, Logan.
You sure?
Yeah, go.
Joe said, "I need more time." Go ahead.
We got to do a whole fight now. I'm gotta lift weights and shit and get ready. So, yeah.
I mean, you know, our co-hosts get us this stuff all the time. Anyway, I'm old man Logan. Thank y'all again for having us on the show. Gratitude. We've been doing the show. Joe, we going into what season now? 4?
7?
Yeah,
That's a big discrepancy.
A huge discrepancy. The last season, we stopped counting. We just was going. We were doing interviews, and we were doing regular episodes. So it was just like, yeah, we're gonna stop counting this season. So yeah,
Right.
season 7. We had a ball. We added our boy Phil to the show, and Phil just he grabbed that proverbial brass ring and ran with it. A lot of the stuff we were talking about, we wanted to do, like the interviews, didn't really take place till last season when he got involved. So that's been awesome. You know, he's a part of All Hill Wrestling here in Illinois. So we're looking to hopefully do something with them, maybe plan an event. This is something I want to do. Maybe hopefully we'll get it done this year, if not next year. But yeah, so that's that. Favorite wrestler. If you don't say the tribal chief right now, I don't know what's wrong with you. You know what I mean? Big Oos is the guy. He's been the guy since he got there, but now he's really the guy. He's got the title. He's what did they say? It's 3 people in front of him now.
Yeah, Bruno Sammartino, Pedro Morales, and Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, he's earning it, and I'm just kind of like, yo, this dude is doing his thing. I've been a Roman fan since everybody in the building used to boo him, but I'm here now. I don't hold it against everybody. I've been acknowledging him. It's okay. Tribal chief.
All right, he was sweet about it. Okay, listen. Hot Take Wrestling Podcast is a toxic podcast, and I'm the toxic.
I'm here for it. Yes.
I'm not even gonna hold you. Listen. There's too much nice stuff going on in wrestling right now. No, I'm toxic. I got stuff I want to say, and I'm gonna say it. Okay, I'm rude. I don't care. One, for example, and old man Logan knows how I feel about this. I don't like Cody Rhodes. I said it. I don't like him. I don't like him as a face. It don't make sense. I don't like it. Okay, he's boring. He's boring.
Accusations. These are not accusations. This is false accusation.
No, it's not. Okay, Hot Take Wrestling is a unit, an army, and I'm the toxic one behind it. Okay, those are the guys. You ask me my opinion on something, I'm gonna give you the truth, and I'm just not gonna be nice. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I gotta say.
All of them is toxic. I'm the only one that's PC.
Yeah, it's on him. No, I'm toxic. My favorite wrestler in WWE right now. My favorite wrestler in WWE right now is, I think I like Solo Sikoa because he's got so much potential to be a lot more than where they're putting him at. And honestly, he's picked up the business so much so quickly that I'm excited to see what his future is. In AEW, I'm a Hook fan. I'm not even.
Oh yeah, Hook that dude.
I'm not even proud of how I like that kid, man. He don't even do nothing. I just like he don't even do nothing.
He like a cooler version of his dad. Like,
right.
I wish it could be what Hook was.
Right. Because remember, Taz threw Bam Bam Bigelow through like a ramp and broke his neck. I was like, Taz is it. That's it. There's nobody else. It's just Taz. But like Hook, he don't do nothing. He got a cold theme song. His freaking his walk out to the ring is awesome. He ignored the referee when he wins. Who does that? He walks out the ring and just leaves. He like got
And all the sauce that Joe has for Cody, I have it for Kenny Omega. I'm not a huge.
Wait a minute.
See? You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Son.
It got loud all of a sudden.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I got on headphones. Let's
All the sauce he had for Cody.
Oh my.
Hey, yep.
What's the issue with Kenny Omega?
He was the anointed one before he deserved it. What you mean?
Stop it.
What?
Hey.
Stop the cap.
There you go.
Oh, here we go.
Kenny Omega is a generational talent.
Man,
Hot
I'm glad I
better
got snacks
than
and
Kenny
beverage
Omega.
for this fight. That's for sure. I'm glad I got food in front of me for this fight because I'm gonna enjoy this.
Get yours,
You heard it here first. Pac is better than Kenny Omega to me. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Not sorry.
What?
Hold on.
Hey,
I agree with you there. I agree.
The one that Vince said does the flippy stuff. That guy.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
Yeah, Pac is pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Listen.
You mean Adrian Neville?
Ooh.
Listen.
I like Pac better than Neville. That shit was whack.
We are not going to take 2 minutes of this man's show arguing about a point that ain't true. Okay? So we're not going to do that.
What point about Cody not true?
Give it back.
Cody is the pinnacle of mid. And he's a traitor. He's like the Jim Lee of fucking wrestling, or he left the fucking plantation to go back. Fuck damn Cody Rhodes and his homelander ass. And
Okay, so how does Kenny Omega deserve to be this guy when he got jealous of a dude being in the middle of a video game cover? Like, if we gonna take it there, let's take it there.
he speaks Japanese.
This is my argument. This is always my argument. This is always my argument for people that don't like Kenny Omega.
No. Before you do that, expound on what I just said, kind sir. Please.
About what? About what?
What you mean about what?
What did you just say? I wasn't listening because I don't listen.
How was he the anointed one and he was jealous of who was in the center of the video game cover?
Who you talking about?
And he's the head of the video game division, is he not?
I gotta make sure I protect myself.
Wait.
Let me get my
Wait. You said who are you talking? Who are you saying he's jealous of?
Okay, who was in the center of the cover, Joseph?
You're talking about Philip. You're talking about Philip Brooks.
Philip, that junk. Oh, come on.
Wait, wow, he called him Philip Brooks. Joe, you my guy, bro. You on the same page. We on the same page. Philip Brooks.
Listen to me right now. You're talking about someone who was literally a pillar in starting.
Damn.
Nick, we on that, bro. We on that, fam. Just
for real, no, because you're talking about some. Okay, so he's on the video game division.
He's head of the video game division.
Right. They put someone's face who'd wrestled a total of 13 all right matches in the cup. I'm gonna be pissed off too.
In 7 years.
Add to it, they didn't have $1 million box offices until that person was there. Be clear.
Oh my God.
That's clear.
Okay. All right.
Wait. Well, hold on. Time out, Joe. Oh man, Logan. Nick, can I do it? Can I do it one time?
Oh, means go ahead.
Hit him with the looks.
Look how Marvin Gaye looking at you. Look how Marvin Gaye looking at you. So I'm saying.
He's not done.
No.
Hit him with the looks.
Listen to me right now. Listen. In terms of wrestling and ability, if you watch any Okada versus Omega match, any of them, even the one that only got 5 stars or whatever, that man in that ring is gold. He carried Chris Jericho for a little while in that weak ass match that they had or whatever. He's done a lot of great matches. The way we're getting him now and the way that we have him now is a shell of what he was in New Japan. But if that's the case, with that same argument, the same can be said for CM Punk, because he's never been that close to that 5-star match, period. Like it has to be with someone like upper echelon. Kenny Omega is literally, physically, and just beyond his years for what he's done wrestling wise in general. Now you're seeing him right now in this light. I challenge you. What Charlie Murphy say? I challenge you. Challenge you. I challenge you.
Challenge him.
All right. I challenge you to watch those New Japan matches and then tell me.
Make sure your people is there.
Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins was a WWE.
Who did you have to bring up from New Japan though? Wasn't it a guy named Okada?
Wait. Here's my
You had to
point.
bring up
Okada.
Yeah.
I brought him up. Yeah. That's only point one. That's only point one. They're in New Japan. People are winning WWE Universal titles, heavyweight titles, champions, and like subtweeting and bringing this guy's name up in Japan. They're not even in the same market. You're not even in the same realm. The money there is different than the money is here. Why are you so worried about it? It's because he's him. He's him. Him Duncan. Okay.
He wanted to be him. They wanted him to be him, but it wasn't him.
He's him. Kenny Omega is him.
They have a lot of vending machines in Japan.
And he speaks Japanese. So watch this. Who has CM Punk wrestled where you think he could compete with the same people Kenny Omega has competed with?
Right.
CM Punk can't go with Willow Spray and hang or even carry. No.
Without botching. You got to botch.
Without botching. He botched her off a top rope clothesline. Dude, that shit's been doing that shit for like 80 years. You botched the number one move after the body slam.
A guy that walked away from wrestling.
I ain't gonna lie though. The Young Bucks making fun of that was kind of funny. I thought it though.
Right. There's
Can you imagine a match between Punk and
Okada?
No, not Okada.
You must want.
Kota Ibushi. A match between CM Punk and Kota Ibushi.
No,
man, that dude was his ankle trying to keep up with Kota.
That would be a laugh fest because Kota would be dancing around him somewhere.
It'd be the first match with a 15-minute break.
Dude.
I said,
broke his ankle jumping into the crowd. No, we're not. CM Punk broke his ankle jumping into the crowd. Wow. How? You win the title and break your ankle, not on a move, on the entrance.
He forgot how old he was.
Bro, that's not a good reason. Ric Flair is 80. He's a million years old and still wrestling.
CM Punk knew he was 87 years old when he jumped over that guy.
That's because he's broke.
I met Ric Flair. I said, Rick, how old are you between me and you? He said, I'm 176 years old, man.
You ain't met no Ric Flair.
I did too. Memphis, Tennessee.
All right,
talking about skill. Yeah, that was great. That was great.
We are thankful that Hot Take Wrestling is here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is
hopefully they see we earning our name.
Yeah.
Hey, please have us back. We sorry.
Oh, hell yeah.
Y'all want to go back anytime.
100 times, yes. Please. I'm dying for y'all two to come back on the night my wife and Lou are here. Because we can
they
really
gotta get Phil in here. Oh, I cannot wait to bring Phil into this too, because that shit would be bonkers. Absolutely. Put these two with Phil. Yo, you know who's got the same kind of energy as Phil? Nobody, because that motherfucker is on his own beat. Yo.
Definitely.
I can't wait for that.
And Joe and Logan in it. Oh, golly.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be good. All right, y'all. Women's Royal Rumble match.
Trash.
Man.
Damn.
Did y'all talk about the lights out match yet, or did y'all skip over it?
No, we already talked about it. It was done and gone.
It was the Field of Glow, brought to you by Sour Patch Kids and Nerd Rope.
It was that match like an LSD trip. Like, yo,
they got to pay Hill Jones for that if they do it at WrestleMania.
Man, WWE don't play black people, man. They don't play black people.
That match reminded me of my uncle's basement back in the 70s. We had black lights in the apartment. You got the black light posters and listening to
with the Panther poster.
Yeah, the Panther poster. And you got number Marvin Gaye and everybody.
Jimi Hendrix poster.
With the lava lamps and stuff. That's the only thing that's missing around the ring was a damn lava lamp.
Hey, baby, the ring should have had some beads when you walked out of the damn curtain.
Shut your ass up. Stop
That's a reefer. Not weed, but reefer.
Reefer? Nick, stop. Cut the camera. You ain't no good. You ain't in my pocket. Cut it off.
Cut him off.
I think we broke Joe.
You in the gorilla position, you walk through a beaded curtain.
This one said you gotta walk through beads with a reefer. I don't want to be here no more. This
A marijuana cigarette.
Welcome to the Color Commentary Wrestling Podcast.
I'm home. I made it.
Welcome to the podcast where we get ignorant as hell for like a whole hour.
Yeah. And to think, you don't have the queens of the podcast in here. You add them in here. It's a whole nother vibe. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we like at one point we had to just like we had to leave the chat because the girls were just talking about how hot Wardlow is.
Yeah, and then I showed Wardlow that shit. That shit was funny as hell.
Yo, I saw that reaction. I was like, I fucked with this. He was like, they were like, oh my gosh, his neck is so. I thought Lou was gonna lose it. Oh my gosh, his neck. And Katie's going, yeah, his neck is like, oh my gosh. And all of a sudden, we need to leave.
Oh God.
Is that Katie?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh God.
Boys and girls.
No chill feel?
Oh God.
I got some backup on my CM Punk bag right here. Let's go.
Hey, this nigga loaded up like the Jericho type truck.
You're right.
I got some backup in here because Joe just did what Jay Uso did.
Listen.
We just lost
Bray Wyatt.
We just lost the buffering one.
No chill with Phil. I'm toxic. No chill with Phil. He ignorant. So
we lost the buffering one. No chill with Phil, ladies and gentlemen.
While we're waiting for Phil to come back, let's hop into this one's event. So Rhea Ripley came in at number 1 after being speared by Beth Phoenix. Ripley then had to contend with number 2, Liv Morgan, who had volunteered to start the match a couple of weeks ago. Number 3, we had Dana Brooke, Natalya, Tamina, and Morgan broke their record for most Rumble appearances with 6, while Emma at number 4 made her first appearance at the Royal Rumble, despite being a pioneer of the Women's Revolution. B-Fab, who also made her first appearance, but had the dubious honor of being the first woman eliminated.
Can we talk about that for a second?
No, we can't talk about that for a second. We ain't gonna do it. No. Stop. Maybe Montel, no.
All right, what you got?
You know what?
Well,
I ain't got my phone and I ain't got no pictures, but I will give you this.
We just gonna look at you.
How you going? And B-Fab came in. I mind you, I wasn't sure how it was gonna get in, but that young lady came in and showed her chops and the potential of being a superstar. Why was she eliminated? You left all those reams of paper in the damn ring, but you get rid of the only one that's actually got some flair. Is not trying to fuck shit up. Seriously?
Speak on it.
Seriously? She came in there, laid him waste. I mean, her moves were crisp. You could tell she was in that ring from her training and she was ready to do it. Why'd you eliminate her? Why, ladies and gentlemen? Why?
They didn't want her to get hurt from all the other botches.
Let's get to that.
If you want to keep it a buck, outside the New Day, all the black wrestlers got eliminated very early in each of the Rumbles.
Ooh, speak on it.
Exactly. Why?
The Street Profits, B-Fab, Booker T, and he's a freaking legend.
Man, Booker T looked exhausted coming down that ramp. He like,
that was a long ass ramp, though.
That wasn't a ramp. That was a walk.
Yeah, that was. He was like tired. Like he was like, man, I don't know why.
We still waiting on Rusev to come back. Remember, Rusev didn't get eliminated.
No, wait, Nix. That was a walk around Mount Trashmore.
Yes, that was a walk down.
Dude, that's like a walk around the arena here in Birmingham, the BJCC. That's all.
That was a walk down Shore Drive.
Why the seating arrangement was shitty?
It was.
Yeah, like if you were sitting at, I was telling my wife was saying the same shit. If you were sitting at that rampway as they were coming in, your view of the rest of the event was fucked. You had to watch the Titantron screens, otherwise you don't see shit what's going on in that ring.
Yeah.
I don't know why they keep doing that. Just have it be a shot like every other show.
Yeah, but I don't understand why B-Fab had to be the first one eliminated when she clearly did not come in there and botch up shit. As soon as the other one started coming in, really? Come on. What the heck? I just wasn't interested anymore. But when she came, I was like, okay, she's doing a thing. I like this. We never see her before. First eliminated. Bitch, are you serious? You couldn't get rid of all these other reams of paper in here. Get rid of these other office supplies first for you actually get rid of someone of color. Come on, please. Come on.
Let's get
Don't get me started. Please don't
you
get
know,
me started.
You know, WWE has a history of like a whole like payment system. If you have a match and that match underperforms, you owe them because they gave you the opportunity to perform, and you owe them. So they'll let her go perform and do whatever she needs to do, but she got to go early because of the match she had in NXT. Blah blah blah. Yakety smack. It's not a fair system because if we're being honest, the person that came out with probably the most creative moveset and a difficult moveset was B-Fab when she came out. Now she got eliminated. She got eliminated first, which is true. But WWE has that whole thing where like, oh no, we can't really push this person because you know this happened and this happened, so we can't push them. And it'd be for something small because she's still green, like she's still learning. You know what I'm saying?
Meanwhile, Dana Brooke still in the match. Like, what the fuck?
Thank you.
I should keep
Man.
Who keeps signing it? We need to find the person that keeps signing Dana Brooke because she should have been let go a long time ago. She was supposed to get fired. Them dudes a long time ago, but she never got fired for those.
She had all of that plastic surgery. That's why they're keeping her, for the extra reinforcement. When she hits the ring, it won't be as much damage to her face. Boom.
David Montel, you ain't right.
You're not wrong.
Sorry. When you got
What
that
does WWE stand for? We want ethnicity. God damn, bro.
God damn.
Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky.
Damn it.
Dominated as Damage Control Internet 6, 9, and 10, eliminating Dana Brooke, as aforementioned, Emma, and the current NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez making her debut in the Royal Rumble. Natalya, Shayna Baszler, and also Candice LeRae. So Damage Control did their thing. NXT had another presence, not only from Perez, but Zoe Stark and Indy Hartwell making their Royal Rumble debuts. The man, Becky Lynch, entered at number 15, trying to take out Damage Control, but the trio overwhelmed her and hurled her over the announce table. Asuka looking as crazy as possible, and I loved it.
I love Sana coming back. Sana, it's Kana coming back. Sorry, I know. Sorry, wrong.
And finally getting her real name back, Piper Niven at 18. Both showed off.
Don't start. I loved her in NXT UK. Don't do it.
And then they also eliminated Tegan Knox, who came in number 16.
Your boy said, "Dude, you think she's gonna drop?"
All right.
She can do it, dude.
I do.
I was like, holy shit.
Oh God. Oh man. Wait. What? I'm sorry. Did you say anything about Meechin yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
So surprise entrance at number 20. Chelsea Green came in to a parade of returns, but was eliminated as quickly as possible after being tossed out, becoming the fastest elimination in Women's Royal Rumble history. Lynch soon made her way back in the ring, eliminating Kai and Sky before Bailey had the final toss of the man. Morgan, however, stumbled Bailey by eliminating her, throwing him over the rope. Lynch and then Damage Control brawled their way to the backstage area through the crowd. Zelina Vega, dressed as Jury from Street Fighter 6, eliminated Xia Li.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't you hold it right there. Pause, my brother. How the fuck? I mean, most of the people in here, I'm sorry, I'm using curse words like, fuck, shit, damn. How did this motherfucker come in here being endorsed by Street Fighter and Capcom with one of the worst cosplays I've seen on my timeline in all history?
I have an answer.
You endorsed by Street Fighter. You endorsed by Capcom. Have you never been to a convention before? Have you ever seen niggas do the amazing shit we do with cosplay? And the audacity to say Jade is a wannabe. Oh my God, I'm done.
I have an answer for you.
Jones, Jones, drink some water, man. You uncle.
Nah, man. I'm tired of shit.
I have an answer for you, Mr. Jones.
I'm the old man in this, and I'm feeling.
Please answer me, man. What's up with it, man?
I have an answer for you for this. So apparently, WWE did that streaming thing, and people were holding on to their channels. Her channel is, I guess, somewhat popular or whatever.
Her Twitch stream is insane.
Yeah, it's insane. So they gave that to her. Now her cosplay, terrible, trash, doo-doo, ew. But, however, it is someone of ethnicity who has a decent Twitch channel, who is broadcasting a game that I'm very excited about playing in the future. However, yeah, the cosplay was pretty trash.
But she did cosplay before though. Did she? Who did she do?
I knew what she, but here's the thing: I know what she was trying to do because a lot of wrestlers who cosplay do this, they incorporate it into their ring gear.
Right.
That's what, like, Jury doesn't wear tennis shoes. We know that.
Right.
So she's incorporating her style mixed with Jury.
Right.
That's
bruh.
Here, but the problem that I saw that her incorporating it, you know, they nerfed it. You know they nerfed it down. I bet she had 2 or 3 other designs that were on point and kicked ass. And you had somebody named Chad in the back goes, no, that's a little bit too provocative. I need you to go ahead and try something else. Yeah. I don't want my wife getting jealous because I'm around you. So please, can you go change that? I need you to do 2 other options.
No, that ain't true. That ain't true because you had all them other smooth booties in there. They was with no arch and stuff, and they was in there dressed provocatively. So come on now.
No, exactly. All those reams of paper dressed up like rainbows. Oh yeah, they were gonna be on board for that. But damn, if you get a woman of color coming here showing her shit, no, they're gonna nerf you the fuck down.
Zelina Vega, she's small, but she curvy. Like she got some shape to her. So like the amount of breast tape it may take for a Charlotte who's built like a capital P ain't the same as
Joe.
Yes.
Joe.
Come on, Joe.
That's how you feel? That's how you feel?
What? It's the truth. What? Okay.
Joe, it's me.
So I'm the only one seeing this shit.
We know what you're talking about.
I'm looking at the camera. Charlotte booty is the booty of an iPhone. That's the booty of an iPhone.
Bro, that caught me off guard, bro. Damn.
That Flower Ranger is as thick as an iPhone. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
I told you he was toxic.
Look, her husband can't hit it from the back. He misses. Okay.
You know what?
Get him.
Okay, let's cut this out. Okay, now let's cut all this out. Now these
women.
You
know what? I'm telling you what. This summer. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what.
Now look, Rhea Ripley is the exception. She's the exception to the rule.
But her shoulders is wide as hell.
Yeah,
dude, you can play spades on her back.
Yeah, she got a huge back.
Yeah, for real.
I'm gonna tell you what, Joe.
She built like Ultraman.
I'm going home.
Damn,
it's true. No, it's true. Ultraman. Let him have it. Now she got now look, she up
Hey
there
Joe,
now.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm going home this summer to see my mom in Indianapolis. I'm making a 3-hour trip to see all you motherfuckers because we gonna sit down and break bread because that was the best thing. And I appreciate you, sir. Let's go.
Come on home, Mom. We're glad to see you. We were glad to see you. We were ready for you out here. Now look here now. Like I said now.
Usually I spoil the fact of what I'm going to repurpose later on as a reel. That shit is definitely getting repurposed.
I don't know how to
I'm cutting that shit as soon as this pod is over.
I'm just telling you. Listen, we can all respectfully say Charlotte in the ring can wrestle.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody denies that.
Right. But if you're asking me her as like, am I like how her body looks or whatever, you're asking me. So I'm telling you, she has no shape to her whatsoever. She's built like 8x5 by 11 paper. Like there's no curves, like straight off the printer. Like just there's nothing there.
Right.
It's just after a break from wrestling, there was a bump in her appearance up top. I don't make this shit. That was a choice she made. I didn't make the choice for her to do that. I didn't say you need to do that. They told her to do that, and she did it. And then they didn't tell her to do nothing at the bottom. That's her fault.
I wish I had 2 extra thumbs so I could get him.
we also not gonna speed past the fact that she's on face number 4. But anyway,
nigga.
Ouch.
No. What are we doing?
No, not the face.
Next.
Woo! But anyway, Michelle McCool entered the Royal Rumble in a
Hey, Michelle McCool got a fire.
Yeah,
coming in a unique fashion in from the front row. Michelle McCool dominated early Vega with the Faith Breaker and tossing out Tamina of all people. Rounding out the field.
You know, AJ Styles outside at home looking at this motherfucker. Did my more you
dirty motherfucker.
I mean, that's the Taker's girl, so
yeah.
Yeah.
The field's rounding out with Nikki Cross coming in at number 29, and then a somewhat early, too early, number 30 entry, we had a returning Nia Jax, who later was stomped out by all the women and then eliminated at the command of Rhea Ripley.
That was a really on-screen punishment for real. That's what that was.
Yeah,
that was a on-screen hazing punishment. Like, hey, you cannot win this Rumble. We're gonna make it look good for you, but we got to put you on screen so we can humiliate you.
Yeah, because she said all that shit when she left.
Mm-hmm.
At this point in the Rumble, who do we have left?
So going into here, as the field thinned, Niven was eliminated by Raquel Rodriguez, who for a hot second there, I thought was about to win this shit. But while Morgan and Ripley broke the record for the longest time, Ripley continued her dominance by ejecting Rodriguez. Morgan dumped Cross out, leaving the final three to be Asuka, Ripley, and Morgan. While everyone was had gone over the top rope, Asuka eliminated.
Cut you off, Nix.
To hit Ripley.
Hey, Nix, I hate to cut you off, man, but can we talk about how Nikki Cross just bolted to the ring?
Yeah, like Ultimate Warrior style, absolutely.
She had the fastest time. If you, out of all men's and the women's, if you take the time and clock it, I think she had the fastest time to the ring.
You know what Nikki Cross was saying when she was running to that ring? I was running. Run, Nikki, run.
Brush, the Ultimate Warrior took possession of her body at that moment.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Everybody just heard.
Yeah.
Just the whole ultimate. Like, that's the wrong thing.
I'm gonna clip that.
Hey, look. Go back and watch the Royal Rumble. She died at the end because she slowed down, realized this shit kind of far. I'm gonna slow down. Because she was full on sprint. She's like, oh, wait a minute, hold on, I'm gonna just do
this is long. This is
long as fuck.
I know. I didn't expect. In my mind, I thought it was going this way, but when
yeah.
Hey, you know how I knew the rant was long? It took fucking Seth Rollins like fucking 2 entrance music. They said burn it down like 4 times before he got to the ring.
Yep.
It never lasts that long. It's like burn it down. It's just like 4 times.
I got nothing.
WWE, seriously, just get rid of that rabbit. Just have it be a straight shot next year.
May not.
So Asuka then attempted to get rid of Ripley with the green mist, but instead it blinded Morgan. Seconds later, Ripley got rid of Asuka. Morgan, blinded with the mist, kept attack on Ripley, but then Ripley was flipped over, blinded by Morgan off the apron with the devastating head scissors takedown to win a record-setting Royal Rumble by her being the first entry and winning the whole damn thing. So,
and
thoughts?
And the umpteenth ream of paper to win the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, the first one was Asuka. I mean,
yep.
Yeah, but look at the grand scheme.
And then Bianca has won one.
Yeah, she has.
That's
so
true.
That's 4 women's Royal Rumbles. 2
And
white women.
And don't forget that Selena Vega looked like a Roblox cosplay. Don't forget that part.
I got nothing.
I got nothing on that one.
So with Cody, we know where Cody's going. He has no choice. Regardless of what title he's going to choose, it's Roman. But with Ripley, does she go after Bianca or does she go after Charlotte?
I love to see her and Charlotte. I would love to see her and Charlotte go.
After seeing Asuka come out and with the face paint, doing the flashback to her old gimmick in Japan, I kind of want to see Asuka go as Charlotte if there's any kind of way to just because Charlotte's still gonna need an opponent for WrestleMania. So I think Rhea's gonna go after Bianca, and I think she's gonna beat Bianca. Bianca was looking a little thicker yesterday to me. I'm hoping Montel ain't popped her off now because I'm like,
pink. It was the pink.
I'm like, she might be because she shredded a little bit of that weight before she was doing a competition, and then I'm like, I was looking at her yesterday, and I was like, nah, she put some of that back on. So
she went back home, Tennessee.
Oh yeah,
barbecue at the pulled pork.
Yep.
At the sweet potato pie.
That's gonna be an amazing match, though. They had that
Like,
match.
I kind of noticed that she's been having the cheeks out a lot lately.
Bianca.
Yeah.
Oh yes, sir.
And for that, we thank you.
As Montel tweets every day, God is good.
Indeed.
God bless America.
I see her going either way. I mean, if she goes Charlotte,
That's funny. That's a double entendre.
Shut up, man. Shut up.
That's a bar, bro.
If she does go after Charlotte's title, it's a good way for her to finally get that W over on Charlotte. Every time she goes against Charlotte, she loses.
Mm-hmm.
But also with Rhea and Bianca, those two have this sort of history and a chemistry akin to, say, a Rock and Stone Cold. They could be the female version of that.
Yep.
So I'm good with either decision she makes, to be honest with you. I'm good either way.
I'm gonna double down and say I can see her going either way as well.
Hey, as long as Rhea is pinning how she's pinning, I'm cool.
Ooh, wow.
He said she's the top.
All I'm saying that we need the Judgment Day to finally get some gold. So if Rhea starts with getting the gold, that's a good start.
Man, if y'all don't get rid of this goddamn Etsy ass faction, come on now. The Judgment Day ain't it.
Did it come off as Rhea was kind of like a tweener at the end of that, though, to y'all? Because to me, I felt like, okay, we know Judgment Day is supposed to be heels, but at the end of that, it was like, okay, the crowd was into it as far as her winning the reception. She was being receptive to the crowd. It felt a little tweenerish to me. It didn't really feel heel anymore.
Yeah,
I agree with that, Logan.
In that Rumble match, something happened to her knee, but she popped it back into place. So,
yeah, it definitely felt that way as far as her being a tweener, because the crowd wanted her to win. Like everybody, like both Rumble winners was who everybody wanted to win. So the fact that Rhea just happened to be a heel didn't really matter. We wanted her to win. But we'll see Monday night how she takes it as far as, who
she's going to challenge.
Yeah.
That's why they shouldn't announce it. It's fucking they should announce Cody and all these promos they did for him. He had more promo leading up to the Rumble than he has in ring match time.
And came in at number 30. So
Come on, bro.
Already saw it in the writing. You saw
if he would have showed up, the people would have, and they didn't know it, they would have went dumb.
Yeah, if to make it less obvious, can you have Cody come in like a little earlier instead of number 30? Like the
27, 26.
Shoot, I would take number 10 and I have him last.
I think they were trying to protect him in terms of that peck, because he probably still ain't 100% from that to be returning. So they probably
But Logan, bro, how you gonna protect me and let Walter chop the shit out of me?
This is probably how the conversation went. Okay, Cody, you going in there? You and Gunther gonna go for 10 minutes. Ooh, can I come in last?
right.
I felt that was a little bit of foreshadowing as far as that, though, them being the last two as well. Maybe down the line we'll see that as a championship match if Cody does, in fact, beat Roman. But that was brutal, man. That brought me back to when Walter and Ciampa had that match, and he was just chopping the daylight out of Ciampa. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
My question is, what if Cody doesn't beat Roman? What if they try to stretch this Rock and Roman match to SummerSlam?
Here's the thing about that. We got to remember that Roman's carrying 2 titles. Cody only came back for 1. So Cody could just approach Roman on some shit like, hey, listen, I see what you got here with your 2 titles, but I just want that one.
Mm-hmm.
The rumor has it is that Roman will be on both nights. He'll wrestle for the Universal Championship and he'll wrestle for the WWE Championship.
Yeah. Now, as far as the Universal title goes,
probably Sammy.
It's 1 of 3 people. Yeah. Sammy, Jey Uso,
Kevin,
or maybe The Rock. No. Kevin has a chance.
Kevin has a chance. That's it.
Yeah, that's
like he's my favorite. I love Kevin Owens, but like Sammy's so hot right now that if Cody loses at WrestleMania, it's okay. Like honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if Roman had these titles till like Money in the Bank. and then Sammy cashes in out of nowhere. That would not surprise me at all.
I think if Sammy beat Roman Reigns, the whole arena will erupt. That'd be like
They try to Daniel Bryanson or Brian Danielson or Daniel Danielson. I don't know. They try to do that shit. Daniel Danielson, Brian Bryantson.
With Sammy winning it, it'd be on the same levels when Kofi won it.
Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah,
I think it'd be bigger.
Because people walking into that match with Kofi, they were expecting him to lose. Some were actually expecting him to lose, but
I ain't gonna lie, I did too. Like I said, if Kofi loses this match, I really think they will rock. Like I remember when they said if Philly was seen that if he would have won, I know Philly fans would have did it. I really think that fan, if Kofi didn't win, they would have lost their man.
I mean, it's home HNIC. I mean, they got all that like F1 engine.
Yeah. No, like no real shit. Because like honestly, at this point, okay, if the business side of WWE is rectified to the point where it makes sense, then they'll do something creative. If it doesn't, and it's an overhaul of Vince, it might be Austin Theory carrying both titles for like 3 years. I don't know. Like that's
don't bring that into existence, please.
It's already happening, bro. The 17-time champion Austin Theory.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, bro, but like I like as much as I watch wrestling, I'm watching that other side of it too. And he's overhauled people out of the office that aren't even like that don't really have a meaningful thing to the brand itself. Just people that wanted him out. Like he was going to sell to Saudi because he's privately owned, which basically means these lawsuits have to be trumped and dropped, and he can do whatever he wants again. Like, bro, like he might come back in this motherfucker and be like, "What's the plan for WrestleMania?" I already sold.
Now that you say that, I want to piggyback. If that's the case, I feel bad for everybody that came back too fucking soon.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was on here. Even Lou said, like, yo, she agreed. Like, yeah, like I would have waited 2 or 3 years to make sure all this shit blows over before I get happy and come back. Because, like you said, if Vince sells to Saudi and whatever happens, and he's back in control now, you sitting back like, damn, I came back too fucking early.
Yeah, and he's gonna punish your ass like he did Nia Jax and everybody else did.
Yeah, he gonna ruin it. Like Nia had to eat humble pie. Like they made her look strong, but she had to eat humble pie. Because
is she back for good though, or that just
we'll find this week, I guess.
Yeah, it'll probably be like if she's back, it'll probably be for 2 years, and that'll be it. Like they're not gonna send her to a long contract because Uncle Dwayne said go ahead and do it. So
now to offer some pushback on the Vince thing, it's been said, since he's been back that he's only there to try to sell the company.
Air quotes, my boy. Air quotes.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
Air quotes as big as Mars. Good grief. That's some big ass Mars air quotes right there.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
They said it even had to Triple H to what y'all were just saying in terms of the talent that returned. They said Triple H even had to hold a meeting with everybody to let them know he was still supposed to be in control of creative, and this wasn't supposed to interfere with what they were doing creatively.
Allegedly.
So I'm hopeful that he's just there to make sure the sale goes. Now I know a lot of those shareholders they're in the midst of a thing with Vince right now. Were they trying to sue him or something?
Yeah, the Detroit Police and Fire Department are actual full-on shareholders of WWE, and because of the way that he's taking control of the company, they've sued him close to $3 or $4 million. So wow. So basically, because like the shareholders are like they're going to be a bunch of randoms, like people that love wrestling. Like that's why in Ford Field, WrestleMania was at Ford Field because there were shareholders there that were able to help with that enterprise to be able to be bought out. So the people that are now watching Vince do this shit, they're like, I'm going to sue before he said, what I'm saying? They get their money now.
Yeah, they're trying to stop him before he tries to go and do a sale.
Now, my question for y'all real quick. If Vince comes back, do you think people really going to walk out? Because people say, yo, he come back, we done, we out.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm team all the way down.
Would you say something? I mean, would you say
like if Vince comes back, I'm going straight back to being just fully team elite.
Yeah, you have to, bro.
No, I'm talking about the superstars. I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about superstars.
No, they go.
Yeah. They have to.
A lot of them just saying, like, if Vince takes control, I'm out.
Like, bro, think about it like this.
I'll be with you. Same bus.
Right. Think about
After what Sasha did, I think they would.
Yeah,
Depending on whoever, you know, that disapproves of Vince returning in that capacity, I think they'll walk.
Because there's options, bro. There's options. Like, listen.
Oh yeah.
Does everybody want to go to All Elite Wrestling? No, but people will go to Major League Wrestling. They go to PWG. They go to
NLW.
Right.
New Japan.
New Japan is now New Japan with the Sasha merger is now a viable option for women.
DPW, Dragon Gate.
Starting to take off.
Right.
There's options out there. Like,
But the real thing about it is, though, if you do choose one of those other options, you have the ability to go and do different promotions. So if you go to New Japan, you can show up on Dynamite and vice versa, or like Ring of Honor, like whatever you want to do.
Right.
But my question is, can they afford those stars though?
No.
I'm pretty sure they'll know what they can and they can't. So they're being careful with it. That's always going to be at the end of the day. Can we afford to bring them in and keep them?
But it's a thing too, but June, about that's what I'm saying. Like when you work for WWE, you can't work nowhere else. You got to do their promotions only. But if you go to New Japan, I might not take a pay cut, but I can still do other shows. I'm still available to do other venues.
Yeah,
Right.
So it evens out.
You're not a contractor. You're not a contractor.
If Juice Robinson was able to be a nobody at NXT and end up becoming a big star in New Japan, anything is possible for any of those wrestlers.
No, that's real shit.
Rock hard.
No, seriously, because like Juice Robinson is the example of all that. Like he went to New Japan and became a fucking superstar overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, no one probably even remembers his gimmick of what his name was when he was at NXT. He was just earthy guy that believed in the earth and all the other stuff or whatever. But then he left NXT.
Yep, he broke Kevin Owens' nose in his debut match. I'm like, oh bitch, you deserved your ass beat.
Right, and then they let him go. Went to New Japan, was like their United States heavyweight champion, and then was like competing for a while, joined Bullet Club, and became a full-on thing, like a full-on huge deal. Like right now, I think they want Jay White. WWE wants Jay White and somebody else.
Tonga.
He's supposed to be in active negotiations with WWE though, right? Jay White.
Tama Tonga. They want Jay White and Tama Tonga, and they want to bring them over too. So
it's weird because Jay White has been like hinting and like on social media, like he wants to bring Sasha into the Bullet Club. I honestly think if they want to keep the Bullet Club relevant, you need some female representation.
That'd be awesome.
But she's a big enough name though to keep it going.
True. We could even get a first female leader of Bullet Club.
Let's or some shit like that.
Hey Joe, to answer your question, Juice was CJ Parker.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Right.
All right, let's wrap this shit up, y'all. We got one last match for this pay-per-view. Kevin Owens.
Skip the match. Just go straight to the after.
And then we got to do things in order here. We got to
we in order to skip it, match and go to the end of it. All right.
Headlining the night main event. Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. The match was getting started. The universe was chanting Sami Uso. KO made good on his promise to defeat Reigns or die trying. Reigns eventually connected with the Superman punch after his first attempt was countered. Reigns' spear attempt was also evaded by KO, countered as a brutal swanton bomb that nearly gave him the win. Owens nearly scored the win after hitting Reigns with a power bomb. The WWE official Chad Patton was down outside after Reigns shoved Owens into him. Reigns took advantage of this by hitting Owens below the belt, then barked at Sami Zayn to get the chair, but Zayn had some hesitation. Owens kept fighting and kicking after another Superman punch and a spear combo. Zayn pleaded with Owens, stay down, as Reigns obliterated KO with a spear through the barricade. Zayn then watched in horror as Reigns repeatedly drove KO's the back of his head into the steel steps, which looked fucking gruesome.
No, that spear was gruesome. That spear through that barricade was nice.
Let's see. We had Owens trying to fight back, but Reigns connected with the third spear that ended KO's championship aspirations. After the match, the rest of the bloodline joined the ring with the Usos, connecting with the 1D on KO and Solo Sikoa hitting the huge splash onto Owens in the corner. Paul Heyman then brandished a pair of handcuffs, locking Owens into the ropes, allowing the Usos to pummel him with the super kick after super kick, kicking the fucking shit out of Kevin Owens. As Reigns was about to hit a defenseless kill with the chair, Zayn stopped Reigns, pleading with him that this is beneath the champion. Reigns did hand the chair to Zayn, saying that you do it, even slapping Zayn across the face several times and shoving him. Zayn instead channeled his inner Seth Rollins and hit Reigns, effectively ejecting himself from the bloodline. An enraged bloodline beat down Zayn, sans a deeply sad and conflicted Jey Uso, who left the ring and headed back up to the ramp in disgust. Damn.
Can I say one thing about that? When Roman handcuffed Kevin to the ring, that sent me back to Tommy Dreamer and Raven. When he had him handcuffed to the cage, he about to crack him in the head with the chair. Are they really gonna let him do this? Is he really gonna take it to the head, hit him in the head with the chair? Like, yo, this is gonna be y'all some next level shit now in WWE.
As I said at the top, this shit gave me nothing but
emotional damage.
Yeah, that was
because I knew the beat down on Sammy was coming, and I knew it was gonna be hard to watch. But damn,
dude, it was like they told this story so good. The crowd was chanting "Fuck you, Roman."
Yeah,
that was how you.
Hold on. Did they tell the story good, or did they reboot this story? Let's pull off the goddamn 5950 new era starter caps and call it what it is. It's a redo of every faction breakup. We've seen it with Evolution. We've seen it with the NWO. Now it's going to be a bloodline red and a bloodline black and white. Come on, man. It's the same thing, bro. Come on, y'all. Please don't fall big to the kayfabe.
Wait, hold on, listen.
These guys, they pulled off. This is how. Let's just call a spade. The bloodline was faces in terms of the crowd. They haven't been heels for quite some time. Last night, they effectively made the bloodline full-blown heels last night.
Yeah, they did.
We have never seen that level of intensity, ferocity, or heelishness from Roman Reigns.
No. And normally it's like you get Roman at like for who he is. Like he's a trash talking asshole or whatever. But now it's like he's taking it like further. Like he's taking it the next level. Like even when he got hit in the back with the chair, you could still see him still getting angry and hulking up. And like Jay, first off, there was a whole debate about Jimmy being the better brother than Jay. Nope, we're wrong about that, guys. We owe you guys an apology. Right. Jay is right, the better man. Bro. The way this fool stood in the corner holding the ropes, like he just lost, like he just saw his dog get ran over or something, bro.
Yeah.
Yo.
I think he was emotional. I think it's from the fact of where they're going with the creative. They had a fucking hell of a run. I mean, I'm not the biggest Roman fan of what they're doing. I respect it, but I'm not a fan of it.
Right.
But the breakup of the faction of what they're doing is like it's kind of irritating to me to see that.
I'll say this: the fact that the way it's going down, as far as who's going to challenge for that Universal title, if you gave me the pin, you would have Sammy and Kevin start a feud with the Usos, who are now going to be pretty much broken up. Take advantage of that, get those tag titles, and then you have this shit end the way it began. Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso wins at WrestleMania.
Oh, hell no.
Why not?
Jey Uso is a WWE champion. He can carry
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
No, take the knot off. Why?
Why? Storytelling.
Storytelling is okay.
Really because it's poetic storytelling.
So you say
in the way
but here's how Cody factors in. You should have Cody beat Roman, and then Jay and Roman can finally settle the differences once and for all, but no title is on the line.
I understand. So you'll take the longest reigning tag team champion and give him a champion, his first world championship belt.
I can see where you're going with that with the story because Jay was the one always challenging Roman, like, yo.
Definitely.
He was always that one, like, yo, man, I ain't really rocking what you got going on. So you think it's going one way, then Jay be like the one that screw up everything.
Jay Uso hadn't smiled since 2020. And when Sammy came along, Jay Uso found his smile again.
That was 3 weeks ago, bro. 3 weeks ago. A month ago.
No, who really wanted to see Sammy lead the bloodline right now? Like for real.
Nobody.
Like, I was
Nobody.
I knew it was gonna happen last night, especially when Roman started mushing him. I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "It's happening."
This shit
And then I got to bring this part up too, where he kind of blurred the line with reality too. Where Roman said, "He said, you see what I gave you? He said, you gonna go back to that jackass shit if you don't go knock it with the chair, or something like that." I'm like, "Oh shit."
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I heard that. He did.
Yeah.
He was.
So I was like, "Yo, are they blurring the lines here?" I'm like, it wasn't that the story. This storytelling right here for me is it brought me back to, what we grow up on as far as attitude.
I'm sorry. Say what you want, Slim. This shit has been top-notch storytelling for the last 2 years.
I know, but to bring it to the head to what I'm
interested. This is the climax.
I don't like factions. Okay, for example, we've seen it with DX. We've seen it with, there's always going to be this person. Like, what's wrong with like a faction just being a faction? The New Day never breaks up. They're the New Day. Let some shit just be what it is. They can lose without breaking up. That's all I'm saying. Four Horsemen never broke up.
Make there to be way too much money. That's why.
They said they would do what now?
The New Day makes them way too much money. They know they break them up.
And the bloodline don't.
Not as much as the New Day. New Day,
you know how much fucking money the New Day brings in merch, my nigga.
Yeah.
There's one point
I'm just saying.
Mind you,
one point they outsold Cena.
The bloodline, powerful as it may seem as a faction, that longevity is definitely nothing in comparison to the New Day from day one.
The New Day was keeping the fucking lights on during the pandemic era by themselves.
Yeah. That's facts.
No one was buying fucking Wreck Everyone and Leave t-shirts. They were still buying bootios.
Yeah, they like the fact that they outsold Cena in merch selling. That's something.
That's a lot.
They're never gonna the same way they're never gonna change Cena to a heel. They're never gonna break up the fucking New Day. They make too much fucking money for them.
That's why Enzo
they might separate them, but they're not gonna they're not gonna break them up.
They still gonna use that damn music. I tell you that shit.
So why would you break up the bloodline? No, say for story, because you're giving the same story that you already gave. Like, if I'm the only one that's seen this breakup happen before, I'm just tripping. Like, if I'm tripping, let me know. I'm accountable.
Yeah,
I'm an accountable asshole. Okay, if you tell me I'm tripping, I'm tripping.
I mean, we've seen several factions break up. Hell,
the same exact way
at one point. But here's my thing: if you didn't break them up, if you kept this whole thing going with Roman, the Usos, Sammy, Heyman, Solo, for how long?
How long would you keep it going?
Sammy does not belong in this equation. We love the fuck out of him, but reality is he doesn't belong in the equation.
How long has the Bullet Club been around?
Shit, since 2014.
Yeah, but there have been several different variations of Bullet Club. So
that's true. That's true. But it kept it going though.
And you may very well see a different variation of the bloodline.
I tell you, the Wolfpack bloodline, you had the bloodline black and white, and the bloodline fucking.
But see, here's the thing about the bloodline. If they, because Nick's always know I bring up this man, Jacob fight too. If Jacob come in with some of the other cousins, then we could do a few. Jacob, you think you got? What about the rest of the Usos? I ain't bowing down to you.
A bloodline challenge would be phenomenal, dude.
And I know it's fantasy book, and a lot of people may not agree with, but if you want to really take it to another level, the other Samoan dynasty they had with Rikishi, and it was Jacob, and it was the two. It was a bunch of them. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know there was that many of them. They cut out the woodwork. So if you got, you can, if you want to take it there, y'all can take it there. That is my thing.
I'm saying,
let me just say, you piss one of them off, the entire family come out and be like, swing, ho.
Hey,
big facts.
Talk that talk.
I would rather like Roman not break up somebody else take over the fucking reins or something different. I don't know, just something. Keep the bloodline going because if it's working, it works. Like that's all I'm saying. If it's working, let it work. But you got to break it up. And why do we always break up the black faction or the colored factions?
Man, they
quickly.
Every faction, starting with the fucking Four Horsemen, they all break up, dog.
I don't want to see no bloodline reunion 3 years from now. Oh, it was one of the greatest things, and like I'm tired. I'm tired of DX coming out every 5 years on fucking Raw. I'm tired of that too.
I tell you that.
Yeah,
go get this merch.
I agree with Slim to an extent because think about it. We got MVP teasing the possibility of a Hurt Business coming back, so it'd be kind of cool to see the Hurt Business and the Bloodline feud.
Ooh, set that shit up for Survivor Series.
Yeah,
bitch.
That's why I was saying you might see a different variation. This can go so many different ways. I can see a scenario where the Usos detract from the bloodline, and you still got Big Solo right there as Roman's bodyguard, whatever. And not to say AOP deserves this spot, but a team like a AOP who's rumored to be coming back anyway, where people, I don't know if y'all thought this, but I just kind of in my fantasy book, and I thought AOP was going to come back and either be with Roman or Seth and kind of recreate a Shield kind of thing, but that never really took place. They had teased them with Seth for a while, but you could maybe see something in that night, you know what I mean, taking place in terms of a storyline. And it continues.
That the Rock's daughter's at NXT, so she like, yo, you got the tribal, you got the head honcho's daughter in NXT. Like she come in like, yo, you got the whole family there. You got everybody. Like, yo, she got her little group or whatever. She's like, Roman, like, yo, why you rolling with this? You be rolling with the family. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the great thing about that whole storyline about the acknowledge me, I'm the head of the table, blah, 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 it can be told without those titles. Because if it's all about just getting to Rock versus Roman, the title don't need to be in that scenario. We don't need to be in that story. If it's really just truly about saying this is the storyline we want to get to in terms of who's the true head of the table when it comes
to the title.
And plus, it's about time the WWE title needs to be focused on more, man. Like I'm happy that the US title and the IC title they're getting some screen time more, but we need the WWE titles on the line once again.
We need them back on separate shows for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so Royal Rumble in a nutshell. Let's wrap this shit up. Navy Montel, you up first. Your overall thoughts on the Royal Rumble?
Overall, it served its purpose. There were definitely a few moments that were memorable, especially everything that happened with the bloodline towards the end. So now we could actually see that storyline continue to go forward because now I'm more interested in that. But overall, it was a Royal Rumble. That's the gist of it. So,
all right, thank you, wise man. Heel Jones.
Mid. It's okay. Next person.
Static, my man. Final thoughts on the Royal Rumble.
It's like I agree with Navy. It served its purpose. It's the perfect start to the road to WrestleMania.
Okay, all right, I like that. Special guest, old man Logan.
Yay.
I'm gonna agree with everybody else. I think it served its purpose. This was Tripp's first Royal Rumble he was in charge of, I believe.
Yep, Royal Rumble.
Yep.
So I think he did a good job saying some of our gripes in terms of the wrestlers of color being eliminated early. But as far as getting to that bloodline story and kind of not ending it, but at least getting us to the next level with that, I thought he did a great job with that, and I think it sets up the road to WrestleMania. It should be great.
Okay, all right. My man Joe, final thoughts on the Royal Rumble.
I thought it was just what Trips does. Trips is a long-term storyteller. He's not a guy that does anything just for the pop of things. So this, like everyone wants to, it served its purpose. This will do for now. And then from there we'll go to WrestleMania. So it's just fine. It's probably 3 out of 5.
Okay. All right. That's fair. June, final thoughts on the Royal Rumble, my guy.
It was solid. It was solid. Like they said, served its purpose. You know, it was the Royal Rumble, man. You get what you expect. So it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that good, but it is what it is.
All right. As for myself, like I said, it was dope when it was dope. When it wasn't dope, it was horrible. But it definitely did what it was supposed to do. Way better than last year, of course. A nice set of WrestleMania. Hopefully we see some of this stuff continue on to bleed through the Elimination Chamber and going forward from there. But yeah, so far I think this Royal was a decent one. It was a decent one. It wasn't the best.
Y'all are so kind.
I try to be, man. I try to be.
The second biggest pay-per-view in their box office, and you mean to tell me that was up to par?
It was on par. It was on
par. The Rumble is the second biggest.
We just said it served its purpose.
Served its purpose. It's basically saying what? Come on. Hey, pull some heel out of you. Be a heel for once.
Oh gosh. Hey, Nick, Phil's trying to get in. So he said he was in church. He was serving the Lord.
Oh, okay. I mean,
well maybe he'll come in here and tell the truth about the Rumble. It was just I. It's just come on, y'all. Gotta get a witness out there.
Then I.
The Rumble was always to be great.
All right, y'all. Well, I had Phil trying to get in here a couple times here, but we're having difficulty still trying to get in here. We'll get him around the next one though. We're going to wrap this up though. So on behalf of myself, my man Navy Montel, Hill Jones, Derek Jones, Hot Take Wrestling's old man Logan, and my man Joe Junie from the BlerdSpot podcast. This has been the CCW podcast Royal Rumble review. Until next time, y'all, take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. Goodbye. Good night. Bang.